This is your favorite algebra teacher here. This lesson is going to be on finding the missing point given an ordered pair and the slope. First, let's recap what the slope is and how you find it. Remember, slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It's the change in y over the change in x, also known as the rise over run. Remember, rise tells you which way you're moving up or down, which is your y numbers. You're going along the y-axis, and run tells you which way to go from left to right, which is your x-axis, which is the change in your x's. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is you are given the slope. So for this example, the slope is 1/4, and we're given 2 points, but we're missing one of the numbers. Okay, so we're going to set it up as an equation using the y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. Okay, so this is x1, whoops, y1, x2, y2. So let's set this up. So we have 4 minus 2 all over x minus negative 5. Put the second number in parentheses if it's negative, so you don't get confused here, because this is now double negative, which makes that positive. Okay, so it's all equal to 1/4. Now, if you think about it, it looks like a proportion. Okay, this is where we have fractions on both sides. So I'm going to simplify 4 minus 2, which is 2, all over x plus 5, all equal to 1/4. Okay, so we are going to do cross product. So 8 is equal to, we're multiplying by 1, so x plus 5. Okay, so now we're solving for x. So you subtract 5 from both sides. X is equal to 3. So the missing point is 3. So the point that you have here is negative 5, 2. The missing point is 3, 4. So I'm going to go over to 3, up 4. And that is the point that I'm missing. Now, for rise over run, which is your slope, rise over run, okay, that means you're going to go up 1 over 4. So if I go up 1 over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be another point on the line. Okay, let's try it again. I go up 1 over 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see how those points all make up that line. Okay, let's do another one. So again, we're using the equation y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So I'm going to set it up. So again, this is my x1, y1, x2, y2. So I'm going to set it up over here. I have y minus 3 all over 5 minus 3, set equal to negative 3. Now, again, you want to make it a fraction, put a 1 under it. Any whole number, put a 1 under it. Okay, so let's go ahead and simplify. So I have y minus 3 on top all over 2 is equal to negative 3 over 1. You want to do cross product since we're multiplying by 1. If you were multiplying by a number here, that would be the distributive property, but we're just multiplying by 1. So this is y minus 3 is equal to, that's negative 6, because negative 3 times positive 2 gives me a negative 6. Add 3 to both sides. Y is equal to negative 3. That's a negative 3. I'm going to write it right here because, there we go, negative 3. Okay, because the signs are different, you subtract, you take the sign of the bigger number, which is 6, so it's negative 3. So the point that we have to plot is 5, negative 3. So I go over to 5, down, negative 3. So again, start here, And let's test it. So it's negative 3 over 1. So that means I go down 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Try it again. 1, 2, 3 over 1. It's always rise over run. And rise can be, look over here, rise can be going up or down. Run can be going to the right or left. Okay? That indicates positive or negative. If you're rising up, that means it was positive. If you're rising down, that means it's negative. On the flip side, if you're running, then that if it's going to the right, it's positive. If you're going backwards, it's negative. Okay? Last one. So this one gives us a slope that's undefined. Okay? Now, if you remember correctly, undefined is the slope that looks like you're falling off the cliff. So it looks like this. Okay? It looks like you're falling off the cliff. That means what number is not changing? Okay? Well, let's look. Look at our x-axis. Doesn't it look like we're all in row 2? We're all in row 2 and not going anywhere. Our y is consistently changing, but our x stays the same because it's just all in that line. So for that problem, your x consistently stays the same. So if it's undefined, whatever your x is going to still be your x. So any point here would fall on that line, okay? But since it gave us our y, the x is 2. So again, undefined, remember, it's like you're falling off the cliff. So it would be all of the x values, okay?